Good afternoon, welcome back to Mindful Model Maker. I'm outside today, it's pretty cold, but the idea today is that I'm going to have a go at running a couple of wagons. They're half built. I'll show you what I've got here. So this is one of the PS models. They're quite a nice size actually. These are the slate wagons. This isn't painted yet, there's one on there that is. I've put kind of largish hooks on there because the thing is, if younger people are trying to hook hooks over it, it does make it a bit easier. So they're probably a little bit larger than is necessary, but I'm not too worried. I have 3-link couplings on their way. I haven't got them today, so I've made up some just temporary wire ones for the time being, just to see how it runs. Now on the bottom I have put a weight, and this is what the tyre companies use to weight your tyres when they balance your wheels and tyres. This is what they stick on, so I use these underneath, just gives it a bit. I will be putting a load in these. You can buy a resin block that looks like slates. I'm going to try and make a similar thing out of Foamex, so the foam board. So I'm going to make a rectangular box and cut it and mark it as though it looks like slate and paint it. And the reason for that is because the ones you can buy commercially are basically a solid resin block. Well, it's going to add a lot more weight, bearing in mind this is only a small motor on these locos. I don't want to overload it. I want a little bit on there so you get a little bit of traction when you're pulling it. It saves it jumping at the least little thing, because obviously when you're outdoors you can get stones and various little bits and pieces, so it may help to run, and it just needs a tad of weight. So I've tried that, so that's what I'm going to do today, is just give it a little run, and then I'll show you some other little bits that I've been working on, because the box car, I've got one of the coaches more or less painted. I think it needs another coat, and one that's not. So we'll start off with this, and then I will be moving the camera around a bit so that you can see what I'm doing. I decided to do it outside because then I can run it immediately. So let's we'll give it a go. Just putting the wagons back on the track. It should be on there now. That's it, like so. Then we'll go onto the phone and get the controls back up that I need, which is there. So this is the loco remote that's running on this. I take it it's still there. I better check. Go on the Wi-Fi. Got the loco is in that. Go back there. Go back there. Go back onto there. There we are. So if you haven't seen this before, just a revamp. Just allow that. Go back on there, please. Thank you. So this is loco remote, and it shows this is my controls that I'm using to control a loco. So what we'll do now, we'll run the loco down and see what happens. So we'll go into first gear and see if she starts moving. There we are. And that's about the speed, I think, that it would move at. So you can see one of the wagons is painted and it's slowly moving down through the track. And I'm quite pleased with that, how it's running at the moment. So we'll stop her there, reverse, and first gear. Now going back, it's obviously going to buffer lock a little bit because of the length of the wire that I've got on there. But yeah, it's going. I think it will buffer lock a bit, like I thought it said it would, and that's what tends to happen if it's too long. I'm not too worried. What I'm going to do is straighten it out, pull it back, and we'll just see it running forward again. But I knew this would happen, but the idea was that I wanted to see it running forwards as you can see, the signal box is now completely finished. So it's had a couple of coats of varnish. It won't be left outside because I'm going to cheat here, pull this back here and just give it another run. It'd be nice when it's continuous. I've got all the track now, so it's not going to be long before we can see it running. I've just got to get the time now to get the wood cut up and get the track laid. I've got the track, just need to get it out. So there we are. We'll have another run now, so you'll now see it running down. So it's a nice slow scale speed, that is. She's running down nicely. That's it. I'll try reversing again. I don't know how, if it will not buff a lot, but I'll just stop it, I think, there. I will pull it back myself and then we can just have one more. You can see that she's come unhooked. When she's got the free link, it might be a bit better. And of course a slight bit more weight, a load inside would help. So what I might do this time, I might run her over the points that's down here just to see if it's going to run over the points. The birds again have been attacking the moss, which is one thing. I'm going to put some kind of just a bird scarery type thing here just to stop them from wanting to eat all my moss all the time. Once the moss is taken, it should be alright. Right, okay, here we go again. So this time it's going to go down through the points. So if I swivel this round a bit, move it down a bit like so, I think you should see it going down through the points. Here we go then. So let's reverse first gear. I just want to see it going down through the points. So she's on her way down now. Yeah, it's going through the points and the front has dropped off. That's my way. Okay. I'm just going to stop this a minute. Like so. I'm just going to now just gently pull her back through the point. I think I had it set wrong. This is my fault. Pull her back to there and try again. Right, here we go. Let's see what happens this time. She's going down through the points okay now. So that's not a problem at all. So I'll try and set this up a bit better so that you can see as to what's happening. That's it. So there's the bit there. And I'm just going to pull her back and try one more time. Okay, so this time hopefully you might see it going down through the points a bit better. That's it. So that's running a lot better now. It's running, I'm just helping to keep the couplings out a little bit better than what they are. Not really succeeded with that, but anyway, there we are. So I think it looks quite good, and I think it's not going to be too long before we can get this really going. So I'll just bring the camera down a bit. I'm sorry about it moving, but you can probably see now where we are. So there's my tea, and let's go back there. Now I'll just pan round. So there's the box car with the two coaches. The first one that I've just painted, the second one which needs painting, so that's what they are. I will spray that with a sealer to initially, and then start painting, because otherwise the first 2 or 3 coats, they just sink in because it's MDF. That's what happens. And of course now there's the signal box, and then we'll go round and you can see the actual wagons like so. And you can see the one nearest the loco is the one that has actually had 2 coats of paint of the red, so it looks a little bit more like what it should be. So that's what I've done today. I've put weights on, made up temporary couplings, just to give this a dummy run. Like I say, I was hoping the others had come. They've been on order about a week or so. They should have normally come, but I don't know. But I'm not too thing. But as soon as the couplings come, I'll get these to run again with them on and not these. I mean, I could have made them a bit smaller, because if you don't want too much, you want something to stop them from kind of buffer locking. But so there is that. I'm going to pull it back just a bit more, give it one more run through. It's very cold out here today, but I like to run things in situ just to make sure that it's running. So anyway, there we are. You can see her going through now, and it does in forward. It runs very nice. So there we are. Stop there. We'll put her into reverse and go first gear again. Just try and keep her out like so. Just keeping that out. Stop there. Stop. Stop. Like so. To the side end. Right, let's go there. First gear. Second gear. We can go a bit faster now with just 2 wagons on. Stop her there, reverse her there. First gear. She's still buffer locking a little bit there. But I think all in all, when there's a little bit of weight and we get them running a bit more, the wheels are turning nicely, so that's the good thing. A little bit faster. Just going a bit slower now, just to see if that makes it any easier. As she does. No. Definitely not. She just drops off. So, but it's my fault that this is happening. So I'm not too worried about it at the moment. It's just to show you really what it is like when you're trying to run these things like this. Right. Okay. I think we'll stop at that. Anyway, that's a bit of an update today. as to what I've been doing during the week. It all takes time getting all the wagons done. I need a few, so we'll have that, and if I can get these coaches and I can get the boxcar running. It's nice to have a little bit of thing, but with the free link it drops down, whereas this, it doesn't move very well. But if these couplings don't work very well, then I will change them. But anyway, so that's where we are on that. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video, and hopefully I'll have things running a bit better. I'll have more painted, and yeah, I've got all the materials now to build the station building. That's another thing that we'll be doing. And I'll have to try and stop the birds from pecking away at my moss all the time. But yes, the other plants, they don't touch them, but it's just the moss they like. Anyway, thank you very much, and see you again. If you like, please subscribe, and if you hit the bell button, you'll see all the videos as they come up in future. But anyway, thank you very much for now. Bye now.